There's no case that I've seen where the lawyer made sure all of this was done and the person was still convicted. I haven't seen it. So, for example, there's the case of James Dennis. He served 24 years for a murder that he didn't commit. When the district court finally overturned his conviction, it was after they found that there were witnesses who were called, and some of those witnesses were at first unsure about Dennis being the killer, but after seeing him not one, not two, but three times in different lineups, their memory somehow got more and more clear. This bias, being in a lineup that many times, is obviously going to create a situation where false memories are going to be triggered. And the state basically featured Dennis over and over again in these lineups, which automatically prejudiced the witnesses against him. But there were more major pieces of evidence that was missed by the defense in Dennis's case. One of the witnesses against him, who should have been one of his strongest witnesses, testified that she left work at 3 and ran errands before seeing him on the bus. Now, she just approximated that it was at 4 o'clock because she really didn't remember when. So when Dennis claimed that he saw her at like 1:30, 2 o'clock, when he saw her on the bus, she's saying she doesn't know. She just know when she picked up a check, and she received a receipt that was stamped when she picked up that check at 13:03. Right before the trial, the defense knew that the state had this receipt, but they never looked at it. The receipt again was stamped 13:03 military time, effectively confirming that she was on the bus at 1:30, just like Dennis testified. But this witness, when she was contacted later and confronted about the receipt, she admitted that she got confused by military time and thought 1300 hours was 3 o'clock. Her confusion cost Dennis 24 years of his life. The star witness even told people she knew the boys who were responsible for the shooting were students at her school. But after police started focusing on Dennis, she changed her story. Police even got a tip from a jailhouse informant, and they knew the identity of the actual killer. And that recording and the phone calls and everything was hidden. But how well was it hidden? Well, when the woman Dennis saw on that bus was interviewed, she gave the police a timestamp for when she picked up her benefit check, but the attorney never asked, when did she provide police with that timestamp? Why didn't the attorney ask to see the receipt for himself? Why didn't the attorney ask the detectives how many people were interviewed the day of the shooting? And how many of those people identified Dennis as the shooter? Why didn't they make more of a big deal out of the discrepancy in the witness accounts of the height and the weight of the shooter, which was dramatically different from Dennis's weight and height? In case after case, police and members of the DA's office made a decision to hide evidence when a more assertive or more solid defense would have uncovered what needed to come out.